Welcome to the Temple Beth Hillel Bethel Spring Celebration, Cinema Under the Stars.
We are here to celebrate being able to safely see one another in person, virtual only by choice, not necessity. We want to recognize our many COVID heroes at TVHBE that helped keep our synagogue strong this past year. First, we want to thank Joel Friedman and the Board of Directors for their careful stewardship of our community. They have to make many important and difficult decisions in a typical year, let alone the year we just had. There were many unknowns they navigated, and they kept our best interests as their North Star. We will remember your extraordinary efforts, and you have our collective gratitude.
Welcome all to our Cinema Under the Stars. I'm just so happy that we all have this opportunity to get together, to be one as a community again after being on Zoom and being separated for so long during COVID. I especially want to thank the support we had from our clergy during the past year, Rabbi Cooper, Hazan Rosner, and our rabbinic intern, Noam Kornsgold, who really supported us with their spiritual nurturing and support during a very difficult time for many of us. It's truly been my honor to be president of the synagogue. My term is almost over, and it was not exactly what I expected it to be. Certainly will end up being the president who attended the least amount of Shabbat services during their term of office. But in all honesty, it has been a pleasure. It's been really great to see how our community has stuck together and supported each other during these difficult times. And I look forward to many more activities and reasons for us to get together and be one as a community. So enjoy yourselves. Thank you very much. Now, you just got me from here up, right?
All right. Welcome, everyone. It's great to see you. I can see a lot of familiar faces out there. And it's a pleasure to not only greet you, but it's a pleasure to say thank you to all of you who have been with us throughout a year and more. We're thrilled that you're here today, continuing to be involved and active during our movie Under the Stars tonight. And I'm thrilled to be here with you. I do want to say a special thank you to some people who have worked very hard with me during these last many months. Our senior staff, our Hazan Rosner, Ken Kravitsky, of course, who's been wonderful, Judith, our ECC director, and Lisa Richmond, our religious school director. I thank all of our senior staff for all that they do for you, for us, and have a great evening. Thanks for being here.
Hi there, everyone. Just a quick word of thanks for all your help during this very, very difficult time of COVID-19. It's a pleasure working with everyone in our synagogue to promote programs that work well and to keep our community together. A quick word of thanks, of course, to Rabbi Cooper and the entire senior staff. Their help was invaluable during this very, very tricky time. Thank you.
The synagogue was faced with many decisions early in the pandemic. Due to the critical role that the ECC plays to so many families, and because education is a central tenet of Judaism, we prioritize opening the ECC and the continuation of learning above all else. The ECC was one of the few schools in the community that opened its doors in September for in-person instruction and has remained open throughout the school year. Without the courage and professionalism of all of the teachers and staff who made sure to come to school every day and to follow all of the new protocols that kept our children safe, this could not have happened. To all of them, we say thank you.
Keeping students engaged in Jewish learning and connected to the synagogue is always our goal. During the isolation brought on by COVID, this took on an entirely new meaning. Thanks to the resourcefulness, resilience, and flexibility of our religious school staff and faculty, we have been able to achieve this. We are so grateful for all of you.
It takes an incredible team to keep up with the day-to-day operations of the synagogue, ECC, and religious school. We are fortunate to have an extraordinary office staff that was unfazed by the additional challenges of operating in a pandemic environment. They handled questions from families and the community with sensitivity and were responsive and caring. They are the backbone of our synagogue, and we are lucky to have them.
As any parent can tell you, cleaning up after little kids is hard work. They have a special talent for making a mess that spreads to every nook and cranny. This year, our maintenance staff took on the added responsibility of making sure our building was not only clean, but also safe. They have put forth immense effort to ensure that all of our classrooms are sanitized and ready for students. They have followed carefully designed protocols, working late into the night to make sure our school is ready each morning. They deserve our sincerest appreciation.
Hello, I'm James. I am honored to have this opportunity to thank the many members of our COVID task force who, through their diligence and labor of love, have helped get Temple Beth Hillel and our students up and running again. I also like to personally thank Kenneth Kubrinsky and Ed Snyder for their help in getting me my vaccine from the VA. Again, Task Force, you did a wonderful job, and we thank you for it.
Our COVID task forces were invaluable over this past year. We had a variety of expertise, all of which proved useful and necessary. In particular, we were so fortunate to have incredible doctors who we relied upon heavily in making our decisions. Thank you to Val Amoroso, Erica Baumel, Aaron Mishkin, Peter Spitzer, and all of our medical professionals. Thank you so much.
We are so happy that TBHPE was able to continue to keep its doors open through the pandemic and to continue to offer our vibrant community important adult Jewish education classes. This would have been a very isolating time without that. Whether it was Torah study, book club, yoga, coffee chats, so many more opportunities that our creative, innovative educators came up with. It was able to continue to allow us to connect with one another, to continue the important Jewish tradition of learning, and to continue to connect with our Judaism. Thank you so much. We are so grateful and appreciative of all your hard work.
Community-based organizations like Temple Beth Hillel Bethel rely heavily on their volunteers and volunteer leadership to provide a variety of programming. We are very lucky to have volunteers who give of their time and talents to make our community both vibrant and welcoming, even during a global pandemic. We thank everyone for stepping up this past year.
Thank you to everyone who is here celebrating with us tonight and everyone joining from home. We were delighted to be asked to help reimagine the annual gala and to plan an event that brings together our community. We hope that this is a first step in our return to seeing one another safely and in person.
We have to offer a special thank you to Ken and to Hallie. As with all the events here at Temple Beth Hillel Bethel, they have been the driving force behind this opportunity for our community to come together. We are grateful for their tireless efforts.
During the COVID-19 pandemic, their extraordinary commitment to our community has sustained our connections to one another. They have gone above and beyond, providing support and outreach to our congregants and finding ways to keep us all connected.
Finally, we want to thank you all again for joining us tonight. It's amazing to have so many people here to celebrate our collective resilience and to recognize our COVID heroes. Now let's all sit back and enjoy the show.